Didn't want her seeing me. Should have done the other way around. Dinner is saved, monsieur. I didn't really go much around the house. Sorry, guys.
Sophia, can you come here a moment?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Pour me some more wine.
Yes, ma'am. Madame. Yeah, he's not French.
Oh, what is it, George?
I must protest. I've always been duty to pour the wine. I must protest. It's always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner.
Oh, well.
Oh, sorry, wrong person. Oh, well, I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Nonsense. What does it matter, George? Stop being over pedantic.
But I had enough, mother. Staff speak to you like that. Come on, George. Just wants to look at what?
Wow, that doesn't even make any sense.
Pour the wine. Just let him pour the darn wine. Would you? It's just his job.
You stay out of this, boy. Your mother wants the girl to pour the darn wine, then the girl will pour the darn wine.
Of course, sir. My apologies. An interfering little rat, isn't he, Duddy? Apparently that's her. I hate her already.
Yes, he is. Why can't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy?
Dippy's got a turd. Now, don't lose your temper, father. Careful, father. There's no need to make a scene at dinner.
I'll show you a scene. Get over here.
Take you on, man. Huh? You want to fight? Huh?
Malcolm, please. Let's not permit this behavior to ruin dinner.
Yes. Suppose you're right. You can count your lucky stars, boy. Okay, I'm changing your voice, guys. Sophia, could you come over here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer. I just wanted to say that was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't even know how you do it, you cunning pixie. Just the voice I hate her by. You're too kind, miss. You're too kind, miss. Of course, I will have some tea and cakes for you in the drawing room as usually after dinner. Oh, you're so good to me, you sweet thing. So very, very good to me. None for me, I'm full. Yeah, can I have a hot cake? I wouldn't mind having... Why haven't... What? When did I say like a jerk? And why haven't I been served? Why haven't I been offered to serve your hot buns? Sophia! Jeesh.
Aaron, leave the poor girl around.
Goodness, I am a jerk.
Anyway, let's not forget why we're here today. To celebrate your father's birthday, such an important occasion for us. Oh, you're so dear to us, Malcolm.
Happy birthday, Daddy. I've forgotten her voice. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed. Happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Chuckles to self. Now it's time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room and select the item of your inventory. When you're ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Okay, so we're trying to get it to do the maid. Alright? Because the maid is kind of weird. I don't like her too much. Okay, let's okay, so you go to escape. Okay, items. So you get this. Yeah. Come hither, thee sweet flame haired maiden. I can't talk. Let us play the games which we have forbidden. In dusty old rooms of this house which I live in. Come hither me in my dude's sweet bidding. What the heck? Find myself unable to continue reading this poem. Pretty sure that forbidden isn't a word and the rest doesn't really rhyme. You want to plant this? Yes, I'm trying to make it look like it's her. Hides it in the crockery in the kitchen. Not too well hidden, mind. Alright, let's get out of here before we're noticed. Not that door was super loud and they didn't notice already. So, are you sure you want to enter the drawing room? Once inside, there's no turning back. Sure, let's go in there. You see Jennifer staring out the window out ahead of you, lost in one of her strange moves. She hasn't noticed you entered the drawing room. This is the time! Hello, sister. Choose the murder weapon! Get your knife! Sister, that's how shriek as you grab her from behind. Oh my gosh! Let silence cries one over her mouth. Twisted blade let her limp body fall to the ground with a bloody knife. Oh, gross. Surely someone is coming to investigate the noise soon. They will get out of this room. We gotta get out of the room. Go, 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 go! This is top priority. We gotta run! Run, 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 run! Oh, I didn't really go up here before. What's up here? Let's go in here. What's this? That was like your former bedroom, but it's now a simple guest room. Most of your old furniture has vanished, probably thrown out onto a bonfire, knowing your father. How terrible. Sounds like my deed has been discovered. Crud! I've been discovered! Well, the deed has. I don't know if I have been. What's happening? Why is someone staring at the dog? They're just like, the dog's like smelling his crotch. Okay, what's his voice? Good evening, everyone. I am Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. I understand there's been a difficult time for your family. You're darn right it. You're darn right it is. You're darn right it is. I want to know that what you're doing is wasting time in here while my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Mr. Bruce, we have found no evidence of forced entry, and nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. It would seem entirely possible that the killer is in this room. What? 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 No. That seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I will have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first?
I suppose.
So, oh my gosh, I lost my voice there for a second there. The interview. Oh man, getting a little jittery.
Thank you for joining me here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I will need to search your person. Best to get these formalities out of the way.
Is this really necessary?
I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. Now that's out of the way, let's move on to the interview.
What the? I just went, I just walked over, stared at the couch, then sat down.
As you know, I have already spoken to everyone else who was present at the house at the time of your sister's death. We have now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through all the activities since your arrival. The maid says you and the butler arrives after 7 o'clock and she greeted you at the door. She told me that you refused to give her coat. She found that quite particular.
I didn't want to get cold. I wasn't sure how long I was staying. Failed to see how this is relevant. I didn't know how long I was to be staying. It was soaking, so I think this one. I thought I might have to leave soon.
In this weather, Mr. Bruce, that seems quite unlikely.
Oh, crud! Oh no, he thinks it's me, doesn't he?
Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlor. She told me that you were unusually cordial, saying that about wanting to apologize and making amends.
I was being sincere. I wanted to avoid another argument. I was being sincere. I mean, just being nice. Yes, I wanted to clear the air between myself and the family.
I see. Do you think this is slightly suspicious that you suddenly wanted to reconcile all this time?
No, I don't think so. Oh my gosh, I'm so suspicious.
Very well then.
Oh, he knows it's me. He already knows it. She says that
She says you spoke briefly about your sister. Apparently, seemed quite concerned about her well-being.
Might attempt suicide. Suicide, yeah. My mother and I were concerned that my sister might try to take her life, as she attempted once before.
She had she? I'll take note of that. You went to see her father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated.
Temper, of course, did his cheery man. I thought the conversation was civil. Yeah, he has a temper. Come on. Thought that's a short fuse. Many of our conversations go that way.
Would you say he has a violent temper?
Absolutely. I mean, come on. I've been beat up by those beets all my life. The brown beets! Beets Budre. No.
I see. That's good to know. Discussed the prospect of your moving back to Dunshire. You refused to do so under any circumstances, I understand.
Couldn't bear another life with my family. Made my life anywhere. My father fails to accept the fact that I have my own life now. I can't just move back here.
Of course not. That's completely understandable.
I don't like this guy. He's a turd nugget. I like his hat, though.
Did you speak to your sister before dinner?
No, I didn't. I didn't see dinner till after dinner.
Very well, then. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand there was an argument involving the butler. You felt as if he was being treated unfairly.
I'm sorry, my throat is just killing me off this guy's voice. Yeah. Someone has to stand up for the servants around here. My family treats them like dirt.
Indeed. It was very good of you to do so, Mr. Bruce. I gather that your father rather lost his temper at one point.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to frame it on the... It keeps talking about my puppy. Do this one. I confess, I probably caused that. I tried I was trying. What? What? I was trying intentionally to irritate him.
I see. Well, it's good of me to admit that.
Why? Letras. Letras? Letras. Pause. Hmm. Definition of lecher us. What? Hey guys, we're back. Sorry, I had to look up what letras meant. um, did I? I just said I wanted some hotcakes. I mean, oh, sorry. Might have been a light. I mean, I guess if you're weird. I'm making a joke. Didn't mean to offend anyone.
I see. Well, you probably should continue to consider your words before carefully in the future. Now I need to discern your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid scream?
Upstairs. I think it was, yeah, it was my old bedroom, I think it was. I was in the guest bedroom.
I see. Thank you. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property, but we found a poem written by your sister which appears to be clearly expressive of romantic feelings towards the maid.
You found it.
Given that we found it in the kitchen, we can assume that the maid had read it. Perhaps it was proof that the two of them were involved in a secret relationship. That would make her a suspect. I would certainly have more questions for her at least. I'm very curious about the murder weapon.
You just said that.
The knife used to stab your sister came back from the kitchen, making the maid a suspect. This is all very interesting. I will be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. While some of your behavior this evening has been quite particular,
I caused no cause for any significant suspicion. Booyah!
while there's some suspicion regarding your father, I don't really currently regard him as a serious suspect. I might also think the evidence surrounding the maid might be worth another look. Given the weapon used, obviously suicide was not a realistic possibility. Now, as for what happens next.
His voice is destroying my throat because it like dries it up.
You can go now, for now, but I would appreciate if you would not leave town. I may have a few more questions for you later. I think another interview with the maid will be required also.
Alright, so booyah! We might have won. Now what happened? We got the maid. What's this? Although the inspector harbored suspicions about you, you were not brought in further questions. Yay. Sophia, the maid, was taken in for questioning and initially became the prime suspect, but it was determined that there was not a suspicion about evidence to lead for an arrest. You've gotten away with murder, it seemed. Well, good for us, I guess. However, you get not given a sufficient reason to suspect anyone else either, and your father harbored suspicions of his own. Some years later, you're surprised to see that his orbital in his obituary in the national newspaper, and horrified to learn that he had given his estate and possessions to a trusted organization. You committed the foul act for nothing, and now there's nothing all that you can give your comfort in the long night when the demons of your past come to haunt you. What? Okay. I'll give this to you guys. I played this game before, because I just wanted to see if it was any good. And I mean, this doesn't make sense. I mean, if he has suspicions about you, he instantaneously arrests you. And then, I don't think you can make it so that... Unless you can make it seem like your father killed her. I don't know. This is just... never gonna get that one. I can never get the estate. Maybe you can't get the estate. Oh, that would make sense. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining in for The Deed and My Terrible Voices. I'm gonna be getting a drink of water after this. That was quite thirsty. Talking. What? No. Thank you. Well, whatever. Thank you guys for joining for this. See you guys all next time. Bye!